Hi you guys, how are you? I introduced the lesson to you today for everything, but I am going to be out of class. This is posted on the classroom as I told you, so that you can go through some of the word problems that you've been working on and see the solutions to them, especially the more complex ones. Okay, number 11 I'm going to do with you, which is the hexagon problem, the trapezoid problem that you have here. We need to find the perimeter of this trapezoid, as it says in number 11. They give you the 2 inches here, the 3 inches here. Again, obviously the diagram is not drawn to scale. 58 degrees and 62 degrees. So we need to find the perimeter of this. We know this angle and we know this side. So we should be able to figure out the length of this side and the length of this side from that bit of information. And we got to use cosine to find the hypotenuse right here. So cosine of 62 degrees equals 3 over x. And there's our x right there. So cosine of that, we end up swapping those out. X equals 3 over cosine 62. X will equal, when we do that, 6.4 inches. So there's 6.4. To find the length of, so we have this, we have this, we have this. That means this is 2 as well. But we still need to find this distance right here, because we need to find one of these lengths to be able to figure out this side of the trapezoid. So we still have to figure this out. And we have to use tangent 62 to find this distance right here. It will equal x over 3. And then 3 times tangent 62 will give us 5.6. So that side is going to be 5.6, even though it's not part of the perimeter, because this becomes 5.6, because we're dealing with a rectangle right here. And if this is 5.6 and this is 58 degrees, then we can find these two sides. We can do sine 58 equals 5.6 over x to find the hypotenuse of this triangle right here. Sine opposite over hypotenuse. And when we swap these out, so we get x equals 5.6 divided by sine 58, that becomes 6.6. So 6.6 right there. And then we can do any of the 3 relationships. But I'll use, which one did I use? I used tangent 58 equals 5.6 over x to find this last length right there. And it's not the same distance as this. It's not 3 inches. You can't just assume that. Okay, swap this out. X equals 5.6 divided by tan 58, and you will get 3.5 right there. So now we know this one, we know this as 2 because that's the same. 3 is given, we figured out that one, and that one, and so then our answer then becomes the perimeter 23.5. Okay, that's a good one. Your eventual test will have one similar to that. Now, over here, the next one, number 12. You have an isosceles triangle. The base angles are 35 degrees. The congruent sides measure 24. So isosceles has 2 congruent sides. There we go. They're asking for the perimeter, so we're doing another perimeter problem. And so we need to be able to find that last length, the base. So we don't have a right triangle, so we have to drop that and do that. Now, I didn't draw it real well, but that's a median right there. That's a middle, so that is congruent to that. So now we need to just find this length right here. Okay? So we can use cosine 35 to find this length, x over 24, and x will equal 19.7. So this is 19.7. That means this has to be 19.7. So the entire length is 39.4 when you add these two together. And then 39.4 plus the 24 and the 24 will give you 87.4. Okay? And that'll be the perimeter of that triangle. Okay? So, that is 11 and 12. The other one I really like that you could probably see for your quiz will be number, where is it that I have here? Number 14. A jet is cruising at 640 feet per second. Without changing speed, the jet climbs at a 15-degree angle for 10 seconds. What horizontal and vertical distance does the jet cover? You got to make a picture of this. There's the jet flying this way. Okay? Then it rises at a 10-degree angle. And it's going to do it for 10 seconds. So 10 seconds at 640 feet per second. So you've actually got to do a little rate problem there and multiply to figure out that it traveled 6,400 feet in those 10 seconds. What is the horizontal and vertical distance does the jet cover? There's your horizontal, there's your vertical distance. And when you do your math, now that you have this, you can use the sine relationship to find this distance. It will be 1,100